Welcome back to Car Auto Tune-Up, the place where power meets personality and precision. Today, we're diving deep into a compact crossover that's always turned heads at a 2026 Nissan Juke. With a bold redesign, smarter tech, and performance upgrades, Nissan is determined to keep this stylish subcompact ahead of the curve. So buckle up, because we're about to break down every inch of this machine, from its sharp exterior and feature-packed interior to its on-road performance and pricing strategy. Starting at the front, the 2026 Nissan Juke greets you with a bolder face than ever. Nissan's signature V-Motion grille has been sharpened with a more aggressive geometric pattern, now framed in satin chrome and flanked by sleeker, razor-thin LED daytime running lights. The actual headlights, still mounted lower on the bumper as is tradition with the Juke, now take on a triple-beam projector design, giving it a more premium and futuristic appearance. The front fascia gets subtle sculpting around the lower intakes and a blacked-out lower lip that adds a touch of athleticism. And depending on the trim level, whether it's the base S, mid-range SV, sporty senior, or the top-shelf Nismo-inspired variant, you'll see unique accents such as gloss black surrounds, red detailing, or even carbon fiber-like textures around the air ducts. Moving around to the side, the Juke maintains its quirky, coupe-like silhouette, a design choice that has always separated it from the boxier competition in the compact SUV space. But for 2026, the proportions are slightly rebalanced. It sits just a bit lower, and the beltline has been redefined to follow a sleeker arc, creating a more athletic profile. The wheel arches are pronounced with black cladding that gives off a rugged vibe, and the available 19-inch diamond-cut alloy wheels, especially in the senior and Nismo trims, look like something pulled straight off a concept vehicle. Door handles are now flush-mounted for improved aerodynamics and aesthetics, and the rear door handles remain hidden in the C-pillar for that signature floating roof coupe appearance. Color choices include some wild new hues like electric sunrise, nitro yellow, and midnight plum, giving buyers a bold palette to express themselves. Around the back, the 2026 Juke doesn't disappoint. The taillights are a major highlight, redesigned with a new Y-shaped LED signature that extends into the tailgate, giving the Juke a futuristic look even at night. The rear window is now slightly larger for better visibility, framed by a redesigned spoiler that improves aerodynamics and adds flair. The bumper features a more aggressive design with integrated reflectors, and on higher trims, dual exhaust outlets are neatly integrated into the diffuser. The Nismo-inspired trim gets a darkened rear bumper, contrast stitching on the badging, and red trim highlights that shout performance even when the car is at a standstill. Step inside, and the transformation continues. The 2026 Juke features a completely reimagined interior that's more premium, driver-focused, and tech-savvy than ever. Soft-touch materials dominate the dashboard and door panels, with suede and Alcantara inserts available on higher trims. The dash design is minimalist but striking, with a floating 12.3-inch touchscreen infotainment system that supports wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and over-the-air updates. The digital gauge cluster is now standard across all trims and can be customized to show navigation, performance stats, or media info at a glance. Ambient lighting with customizable colors sets the mood, especially in the senior and Nismo trims where it's tuned to pulse with your music or engine revs. The center console features a new rotary gear selector and wireless charging pad, flanked by USB-C ports for fast charging. Seating is one of the most impressive aspects. Nissan's zero-gravity seats now feature better lumbar support and heating, cooling options on the top trims. You'll also notice more space overall. The redesigned platform means better headroom and legroom, especially in the rear. The cargo area is slightly expanded, offering up to 25 cubic feet with the rear seats up, and more with them folded, thanks to a flatter floor and adjustable low leveler. Tech-wise, the Juke is stacked. The ProPilot Assist 2.0 semi-autonomous driving system is now available, offering hands-free highway driving and automated lane changes. The 360-degree around view monitor has been improved with higher resolution cameras and object detection, making tight city parking a breeze. A premium Bose audio system with speakers built into the headrests elevates the in-cabin experience, while the updated voice control system can handle natural language queries for everything from directions to climate control. Under the hood, but let's talk performance. because the 2026 Juke isn't just a pretty face. The standard engine is turbocharged 1.6-liter inline-4 that produces 201 horsepower and 225 pounds-to-feet of torque, up from previous models thanks to revised turbo tuning and a more efficient intake system. This engine is mated to a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission that provides quick, snappy gear changes whether you're cruising or punching it off the line. For those craving more excitement, the Nismo trim brings an upgraded version of the same engine, tuned to deliver around 230 horsepower and a tighter suspension setup that includes stiffer dampers and revised spring rates. Front-wheel drive is standard, but Nissan's enhanced intelligent all-wheel drive system is available on higher trims. It can split torque between the front and rear axles more precisely, and even side to side, thanks to brake-based torque vectoring. This gives the Juke surprisingly nimble handling characteristics, especially in sport mode, which sharpens throttle response, tightens steering, and adjusts shift logic. Steering feel is direct and weight just right for a car this size, and the compact footprint combined with tight turning radius makes it ideal for city driving. Nissan has also worked on sound insulation, and it shows as the cabin remains calm and quiet even at highway speeds. Fuel economy is solid for the class. The standard FWD models return around 32 miles per gallon combined, while the AWD models slightly trail at about 30 miles per gallon. Even with the performance enhancements on the Nismo trim, you're still getting reasonable efficiency, making it a smart pick for daily drivers who want some punch without the pump pain. When it comes to pricing, Nissan has kept the Juke competitive. The base S trim starts around $26,500, which gets you the turbo engine, digital gauge cluster, and a solid suite of safety features. The SV trim, at around $29,000, adds upgraded wheels, better interior materials, and more infotainment options. The senior trim A, which we think hits the sweet spot, comes in at around $31,500 and includes sporty styling, adaptive cruise control, and the upgraded sound system. Finally, the Nismo-inspired trim tops out around $35,000, offering performance upgrades, exclusive styling cues, and a more aggressive stance. With all the added features and refinements, the 2026 Juke offers real value at every level, especially considering how much more premium and capable it's become. So what's the final word on the 2026 Nissan Juke? It's still bold, still edgy, and now smarter, quicker, and more refined than ever. Nissan has clearly listened to customer feedback and brought the Juke into the modern era without sacrificing the individuality that made it famous. Whether you're a young professional looking for something unique, a city dweller needing practical mobility, or just someone who enjoys expressive design with turbocharged punch, the 2026 Juke delivers in style. Thanks for tuning into Car Auto Tune-Up. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Nissan Juke, hit that like button, subscribe for more in-depth car reviews, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is the Juke finally ready to go mainstream, or do you love it for being the quirky outsider? Either way, we'll see you in the next video. Drive safe, stay curious, and keep your engines tuned.